All right, YouTube, so just wanted to go ahead and show you guys some more of the Santa Cruz shithole. We've got a tent over there. We've got tents over there. I can zoom in real quick. And, people just kind of stroll by and, they don't really care. It's kind of part of our city's makeup now, is just having a bunch of people with their tents and shit. And, anyways, the reason why I wanted to start filming is because this is this area down here, here in Santa Cruz. Some people think it's haunted because there was a young girl that was killed here back in 2014, I believe, and she was killed by one of her another boy that was living in the same apartment complex that she was, and he was mentally ill, and apparently he had kidnapped her and then taken her hostage, if you will, and then kept her captive for a couple days, and then they finally found her body not too far away from the apartment complex. But it was one of these things that, Santa Cruz used to be the murder capital of the world back in the 70s. There was a famous serial killer here that would literally, like, he'd fucking kill his victims, and then he'd go to the jury room, which used to be frequented by like a lot of cops and judges and lawyers and shit, and he'd basically get leads on the case because he was all buddy with them, and that's the reason why he was able to get away for so long. And then finally I think he confessed. But anyways, when this murder happened here in Santa Cruz, it was like one of those True Detective things where people are basically just rocks the whole town, and it's one of the things that just living here in Santa Cruz, it's like one of the things that really woke me up, that this town, just because there's a low crime rate doesn't mean that we're safe or anything. And especially now that we have all these homeless folks, and folks that are mentally ill. I don't know if those two things are mutually exclusive, but you can see that there's a couple of campers here. The chances of this kind of thing happening again is very likely, and I feel that this is the reason why I want to maybe raise awareness here about the homelessness problem. I mean, people are going to call me insensitive for doing this. They're going to say, "Oh, you're exploiting the homeless," but I don't feel that I'm doing that. I really don't. I'm not, going up to them. I'm not harassing them or anything. I'm just filming them, and I'm not getting up in their face or anything. And look, if one of them were to come up to me and say, "Stop filming," I would totally do that. But this is just getting out of hand, honestly, folks. And seriously, if the city of Santa Cruz really wants to get their shit together, like if they really want to be the #1 tourist haven here in Santa Cruz, or excuse me, in California, then they need to pay attention to the underbelly of their society, because these folks, not all of them, but some of them, could be very capable of hurting one of our one of our citizens. And I just don't think it's right. I don't think it's right to just stand by and wait for that to happen. So anyways, that was a pretty good take. I'm going to end it on that. This building there in the background, here, I'll scoot over a little bit. That red building, it's like low-income housing. That's where the girl was living, and then that's where the boy was living as well, the one that killed her. And it's terrible. And a lot of people are very shooken up about it. Okay, guys, God bless. I'll see you later.